All right, so a couple problems from Chapter 7, Section 2. Um, on number 2, we're solving a system by elimination. So we are going to, I will have a supplement for this, but also wanted to make sure that you realize that even if you're doing it by elimination method, you can always check your answers by graphing it. So again, this one you would type in as 2x plus 4y equals 5, and then 16x plus 50y equals 55. Now, for your homework, yeah, you'll be able to find the intersection, right? We can just zoom in there and say that point of intersection is, I'll give it to me in a second. There we go. The intersection point is it's not wanting to show it for me for some reason. Curious as to why. Maybe I'm not hitting close enough. Oh, there we go. So it gives me this decimal number. Now again, that's an approximate, and if we go back to the, I imagine 5, 6 is equal to that number. And it is, right? So, but maybe we don't know that. It's a good way to check your answer on these particular problems, but I'm going to do a supplement on how to do it by hand. Now, there is some word problems in these sections, as maybe you found. So I want to look at this one right here. So if we have 2 cheeseburgers and 1 small order of fries from a fast food restaurant contain a total of 840 calories. 3 cheeseburgers and 2 small orders of fries contains a total of 1420 calories. Find the caloric content of each item. And so we'd have to realize that X and Y represent, X is, we'll say cheeseburgers, and Y is French fries. So if I have 2 cheeseburgers and 1 fry, the total caloric intake is 840. My next equation says I have 3 cheeseburgers and I have 2 small fries, and that equals 1420. And so what that's going to do is let me find the caloric intake of both of them. You have to come up with the equations, and typically on word problems, I don't care how you solve them. If you want to solve them graphically or substitution or elimination, that's fine. But again, when you're doing them graphically, when you look at a graph on its home position, it doesn't tell you a whole lot. So maybe you need to say, okay, what's the least number of X and Y represents the number of cheeseburgers, so I guess the least, or the calories for a cheeseburger and the calories for a french fry. So the least is 0, and maybe the top is, I don't know, 500. Just throwing out a big number. For Y would be similar. 0 would be the minimum, and let's say 500 again. And then I see I have these 2 lines. So X is the calories for cheeseburgers, and Y is the calories for french fries. And I do see that it has an intersection, so each cheeseburger has 260, and the french fries has 320. The hard part on the word problems is coming up with the correct equation. And so that'll be the challenge in this section with the word problems. So a supplement for how to do number 2 in a elimination problem, that will be in your blackboard.